애니카 함께 오늘 하는 시간은 임팩트와 바로 가장 파워 있으면서 간결한 애니카의 피니시가 아닌데 한번 여쭤보도록 하겠습니다. 애니카, your strong impact and your finish is very impressive, right?
Thank you.
A lot of fans are curious about it. Would you explain to you, elaborate about that?
Yes, I mean, I think the key to driving it a long ways and to drive it straight is obviously to come down to impact. Impact is when the club makes contact with the ball. And so if we come down here, it's so important that everything is square. You want to have the club head square. You want to make sure the body's all together coming down. So that's something that I worked very, very hard on, and I believe that's probably part of my consistency is I'm able to come down very consistently into the ball, which means my impact is very similar every time. It's the impact where really you decide the club head speed, how far you're going to hit it, and of course the direction of the ball. So let me show you what I mean by impact. Again, I'm going to swing a little bit in slow motion. I take the club up to the top where this is where I wind my body, and then I'd start my downswing with my legs, and then the hips come, shoulders. When I come down here, this is my impact. You can see that my hip is already towards the target. My shoulders are a little bit open, and my arms are just straight down here. So you can see everything is just happening right there. And this is where I get my kick from the legs down to the arms. And again, you can see I got my weight all the way down. I'm driving it down on the ball, shoulders a little open. And from here, I just let the club swing through. It happens automatically. And when I'm finished, I'm standing straight.
Okay. Will you hit some ball, please?
Yes.
Yes. Good shot. 애니카의 스윙의 동작을 보면 언제나 굉장히 간결합니다. 사실 우리 TV로 시청하는 우리 많은 시청자 여러분은 느낌이 다를지 모르는데요. 이렇게 옆에 서 있으면요 거의 안 친 것 같아요. 하지만 볼이 엄청나게 나갑니다. 여기에 비밀이 바로 조금 전에 설명한 임팩트와 간결한 피니시인데, 이런 동작을 한번 우리 최윤희 프로 한번 직접 보여주시죠. 네. 자, 충분히 임팩트의 모습을 이해하셨죠? 어드레스 모습하고 최윤희 프로의 임팩트의 모습을 같이 한번 보여주죠. 네, 어드레스, 임팩트. 네. 자, 지금 어드레스 모습이고요. 네, 지금 애니카 선생님이 제안하는 임팩트의 모습은 어떠죠? 네.
There you can see the hips are open to the target and the shoulders are slightly open. Not as much as the hips yet, and the arms are straight. And then from there, what you do is just drive the club down the line, and then it just happens through. But really, the impact is just what you can work. You can work on standing here, really feel like you turn your hips, and then the shoulders open with it. It's all a sequence. It all works together. Good drive.
굿샷. 지금 실제 임팩트 모습에서 몸을 여는 느낌을 한번 가져봤어요?
네, 애니카가 제안한 대로
네.
몸이 먼저 열리고
네.
어깨도 살짝 따라서 열리는 정도, 그 정도로 해봤습니다.
우리 아마추어 골프 여러분, 시청자 여러분, 사실 이런 느낌을 하면은요, 칠 때 어떤 느낌이 드냐면요, 볼이 꼭 오른쪽으로 갈 것 같은데 실제로 보면 똑바로 나갑니다. 그래서 이렇게 몸을 열고 친다는 게 방향성과 비거리에 큰 영향을 미친다는 거 한번 꼭 기억하시길 바라고요. 이번엔 저희 전영희 선수 한번 나와보세요. 예. 어드레스하고 지금 이해한 임팩트의 모습을 한번 보시게 되는데요. 전영인 선수는 2010년도 US 퀴즈 주최한 월드 세계 대회에서 우승을 했습니다. 사실은 가장 꿈이 애니카 같은 이런 세계 최고의 골퍼가 되는 게 꿈인데요. 전영인 선수가 가장 그래도 깊은 관심이 임팩트에 관심이 있는데 임팩트의 모습 보여주세요. 어드레스, 임팩트의 모습. 네.
Okay. Let me see. That's good. You can have a little bit more, but the hand's not there. Perfect. Very good.
네, 한번 쳐보세요. 임팩트 모습 생각하시고요. 손 위치. 네.
Okay.
하나만 더 쳐보세요. 네.
Try one more. Nice. Good drive.
자, 지금 우리 시청자 여러분들을 위해서 임팩트의 느낌이 어떤지 한번 자세히 한번 설명해 보세요.
임팩트를 이렇게 손목을 약간 꺾는다는 것보다는 일단 어깨 위주로 하는 것 같아요.
몸을 여니까 느낌이 어때요? 몸의 스피드가 빨라져요?
네, 빨라지는 것 같아요.
네. Anika, how about release and finish?
Yes,
After impact, every release, right?
absolutely. It's very important. I mean, the release is where, you know, you have to let go of all the energy that you have, you know, gathered through the backswing, and the energy that you and the speed that you come here. It's so important to let it release. And the release is not something that you create. The release is what happens. And what I always see people, they grip they grip the club too hard, and when they release, they hold on and pull the club in. You really want to make sure that the club releases to the target. So it's okay to have the arms just going straight out because you have a lot of force from the impact, a lot of force, and then you just let it go. And then when you're finished, you really need to make sure that all the weight is on the left side. And I have a little drill, and that is pretty simple. When you're swinging, you want to make sure that you can stand on one leg when you're done. I take my swing, I swing up here, and I should be able to lift my right foot so that I'm over on the left side. And why I think that is so important is because you're transferring the weight. You start 50-50, you move over here to 90-10, and then you come down here and all the way down. And when you're done, you really should be 100% on your left side.
100, yes.
Because what happens is a lot of people stand back here, you know, they don't get the impact properly, you know, they're hanging back with the right shoulders and the right. What do they have to do? Well, they have to turn their heads to get the ball to get on the right track, and then they hang back, and as you can see, you get a reverse C. A reverse C is okay when you're young,
I see.
but when you get older, you put a lot of pressure on your lower back. And as you can see, I'm hanging back on my right, so I have not been able to transfer my weight over to the left side. So that's something that I highly recommend. Swing here and then finish through. Let me show you in a real swing.
please. Good shot.
Thank you. And
Then
then you
the
should
leg-
be able to lift it up.
I see.
And you should be standing here knowing I transferred the weight and my belly button is to the target.
자, 그럼 이번에 전영희 선수가 와서 똑같이 치고 나서 오른발 한번 같이 쉽게 한번 들어보는 걸 한번 해보겠습니다. 기다렸다가 다리 한번 들어보세요. 네. 자, 느낌이 어때요? 몸의 체중이 치고 나서 완전히 왼쪽에 다 실려요?
네, 왼쪽이 많이 실려요.
지금 평균 드라이버 거리 어느 정도 나가요?
메타라면 210m 정도 나가는 것 같아요.
한 번만 더 쳐보세요. 네.
I think through the years, a lot of people have always said that I had good balance in my swing.
Yes.
I think balance is very important, and that's to keep it through the whole swing, but especially when you're finished. And if you can keep that balance, again, it's easier to transfer and you will finish consistently, because sometimes you fall back and you know that the upper body is behind the lower. Really make sure that when you're finished, you have a straight line from shoulder
straight
to
line.
hips down to the knee. So that's another way to look at it.
자, 이번에 시청자 여러분은 피니시한 상태에서 우리 전영희 선수의 측면 모습에서 어깨, 엉덩이, 다리가 과연 같은 선상인지 확인해 주시기 바랍니다. 네, 전영희 선수 충분히 이해했죠? 네. 3초 동안 기다려 주세요.
Nice drive.
네. 됐어요. 네, 잘했습니다. 최현희 프로 한번 나와보세요. 예. 최현희 프로는 일단 성인 골퍼, 남성, 여성 골퍼를 대표하고요. 또 프로 입장에서 피니시 폼에서 한번 최종 전달을 충분히 한번 쉽게 할 수 있는지 한번 확인해 주세요. 네.
That's hard.
Try it
다시
again.
한번, 예. 네.
That's better.
나이스 샷.
Because she has a tendency when you swing with impact, you're coming down too much like this. The hips are too open and they're pointing a little bit more straight. Rather than when you swing, you need to cover the ball more down, not so much up. I think when you have a driver, you tee it very high, but you want to somehow help it so you come under, everything is up. Sometimes you get your hands to roll over, you get a nice straight shot. But when you come here and you can't keep up with your hands, that's when you hit it to the right.
티높이 약간 낮게 해서 한번 쳐보세요. 정상으로. 예. 지금 우리 최은유 프로가 애니카의 지적은 뭐냐면 티를 너무 높게 꼽는다. 임팩트 순간에 몸이 너무 오른쪽에서 이렇게 쳐올리고 친다라는 건데요. 티를 좀 낮춰보면서 한번 그대로 한번 배워본 대로 한번 하겠습니다. 네, 조금 더 낮춰보세요. 네.
What happens is you come here and you just keep it. You really want to make sure that there is a connection with the left arm and the body. Because what happens is
예. 하나 더 쳐보세요. 네, 편하게. 네.
And again, if you keep that connection with your body, it's going to be easier for you to rotate and you're going to be able to lift your right foot. Okay.
아이샤. 어떠셨습니까? 약 3회에 걸쳐서 애니카와 함께인 드라이버 샷의 아주 간단하고도 파워풀한 이런 느낌을 보셨는데요. 우리 시청자 여러분, 자, 이러한 동작을 잊지 마시고 혹시 기억이 안 나십니까? 가장 중요한 것은 방송 중간에 메모하는 습관이 중요하고요. 사실 이러한 것을 우리 일부 시청자 여러분들은 멀티 앵글로 한번 보고 계실 텐데요. 충분히 다양한 각도에서 애니카의 모습을 보시는 것이 눈으로 보고 확인하고 연습하고 좋은 결과를 얻게 될 것입니다.